The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. With over 17,000 markets and extended trading hours, turn US earnings season volatility into opportunity. Get started at IG.com.
Welcome back. The stock of the day is Findi. FND is the ticker code. So in collaboration with the Bank of India, it has successfully, it says, piloted its co-branded product. So it says that it paves the way for a national rollout of what they're calling BC Max Centres, which Findi says will provide it with a digital and branch-like banking presence. So the initial 76 sites are projected to generate a minimum guaranteed revenue of approximately $3 million over 3 years. So, bit of news out of that small cap. A share price not reacting very favorably to that. So I wonder if there was a bit of disappointment in, maybe the revenue line in there. Not sure. But what I thought we'd do is take a look at this stock from the technicals, because I do know there's a lot of small cap investors that are interested in this one. Michael, yep. What do you make of Findi?
Look, not one that we've been covering, but obviously there's a huge addressable market where they are, and they've clearly been kicking goals. But yeah, you're right, Nadine. You've got this sort of situation where it, has released some decent news, and even down at these cheaper levels. I mean, the share price is half of what it was several months ago. So why isn't it bouncing? Well, I don't know what the market's expecting, but looking at a weekly chart here, yeah, look, I guess what I'm trying to show with the blue lines is that the range is tightening up, but my concern is that the slope of that triangle is the wrong way. Instead of sort of pointing upwards and the share price holding up at higher levels, it just seems to be down on the mat near, just under $4. So every time it rallies, it just ends up back at, the high threes again. So I don't find that very bullish, to be honest. If you get a breakout from here, then you follow it. So if it breaks, above the lines, then you could say, well, that's a buy. But I think if I was to get off the fence, I'd say there's probably more than a 50% chance that it'll break lower, below that lower blue line. And if that happens, yeah, watch out. It could fall away pretty quickly. So yeah, I wouldn't even be holding it. I'd wait to see what it wants to do from here.
So it's a sell for Michael. Gary, I know that you're happy to follow Michael's chart on this one. What do you see?
Yeah, similar to Mike there. I mean, look, the plus is we are seeing that tightening pattern. So as opposed to the losers for losers, we are seeing that tight pattern sort of setting up there, which is constructive. But I agree with Mike there. It is sort of downward sloping here at the moment. But the thing I don't like about it is the sort of the price action there. If you look deeper in the price action there, you're seeing that each sort of pullback, the volume's kind of up as well. So there has been a fair amount of selling each pullback there, and I think the market cap's about 245 mil. It's only about 75 in revenue, and basically I think the loss sort of blew out to about 12 million this year, so slightly higher there. So I had a quick look. I saw its expenses are sort of increased more than the revenue line, which is a bit negative. But oftentimes you do see that in those growth names. They can sort of forego profit there, just trying to grow the base there. So it's an interesting one here. I do like the fact that it's tightened up here, but you want to sort of see, I think Mike's bang on too. I mean, today's probably good news for the stock, and it's down. I know you said that earlier, Dan, as well, but that's probably not what you want to see as well. So, I'd probably just sort of sit back and watch this one there. But sometimes these past leaders, which it has been, they don't, I think only maybe about a third of them can come back and lead again. So, the odds don't favour the upside here at this stage, but definitely one to watch there. You want to sort of see some volume come in and start breaking some highs there, but it's a watch there for me. I wouldn't be doing anything currently.
Thank you, guys. Michael Gable from Fairmont Equities and Gary Glover from Novus Capital. Stock of the day was Findi, and it's a sell.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Turn volatility into opportunity this US earnings season with extended trading hours on over 110 key US shares. Get started at IG.com.